Ever start working in a group and things start off great, but then all of a sudden they just completely fall apart? Well, this simple rhyme will help to solve that. Good day everyone. Today we're going to be talking about team dynamics and the Tuckman model, which includes forming, storming, norming, and performing. There's other terminologies as well, such as adjourning and swarming and renorming. And if you stay to the very end of the video, I'll share even more words that rhyme with orning. So let's get into it. Forming. So this is where everyone is meeting each other and everyone is on their best behavior. Work starts in this stage. It may seem like everyone is just quickly getting up to speed and the team is getting to know each other. But in order to move beyond this stage, each member of the team needs to be able to speak their mind and have a potential conflict. Though it may be hard to see, there will be some forms of hesitation. The team will be getting work done, but everyone will be minding their manners and not engaging in conflict. Trust is starting to build at this stage. Stage 2 is storming. So during the storming stage, people have perhaps developed some trust and understood each other and their working styles. What may be most prevalent in this stage is conflict. This comes up in forms of ideas and personal conflict and so on. These conflicts may come up as a surprise as the team are working together rather successfully in the forming stage. The conflicts that may occur create hesitation to share, but you will see people push for their ideas to be adopted. A good sign of this stage is that people are not playing nice. Teams may not leave this stage though. The key to get out of the storming stage is about getting into the norming stage. To be clear, some teams can skip or minimize the storming stage, but these are rare examples. The signs of the norming stage is the resolution of conflicts or disagreements and the growth in the team. If your conflict is resolved by the leader making a decision and there's no strengthening of relationships between the team members, well, you're still stuck in the forming and storming stage. In the norming stage, team members no longer fear conflict. They build comfort to share ideas, however controversial, and have trust to debate those ideas with candor. You have created a healthy conflict rather than destructive conflict. As a result, the fear of conflict diminishes and further trust is built. Performing occurs when the team is leveraging all of the expertise and the opinions of the whole team. A balance is created between idea generation and feedback. Honesty is an asset. Collaboration occurs, and rather than collaborating happening just to get everyone on board on one idea, it is used to hone and develop ideas. People do not have fear to bring new and crazy ideas to the table, can constructively find the best solutions, and then achieve objectives and goals. The last stage is adjourning. And this is when the project or the tasks are complete and the team breaks up. It's a very sad day. Let's put all these stages together and look at how teams move through the process. So we start off with the good old XY graph, X being time and Y being the performance. The progression through the model is mostly linear, but you could go backwards and forwards through the stages if there are any changes to the team. So if we look at the progress of the team over time and the level of performance, let's put the stages in order. In limited situations, you jump through a stage and the amount of time in each stage is not set or equal to each other. Now we start off with a medium level of performance. And you may ask, well, what is medium? And I will say, that is a good question, and then I'll move on. From forming, we'll likely see a drop in team performance in relation to forming. We know that we want to end up at a high level performance, so let's add that. The question is, what happens in between storming and performing? It could be a straight line, but in reality there is likely a series of iterative improvements that occur over time. There are conflicts and there are breakthroughs. So let's represent those with a pretty little spirally thingy. Ain't that pretty? So some of those other rhyming ormings. The first one is renorming. And so renorming happens when there might be a change in the team, or actually even a prolonged lack of change in the team. Everyone just settles in and is used to how they were working before. Our cute little spirally kind of thing represents that. But you may have some really big setbacks and move all the way back into the storming stage from performing. Another term, swarming. This term comes from agile project management, where multiple people are collaboratively working and focused on a single story or work item. This can only occur effectively once you've arrived at the performing stage. Everyone is working simultaneously and is likely achieving a higher plane of existence and telepathy in order to achieve the effect of swarming. So, my thoughts on this. Don't try to move through the Tuckman model faster now that you know what the process is. It's great to understand the model and how it could apply to your team, but that doesn't mean that you can then fast track through that process. It has to happen organically. So don't say your team,
well, because we already know what the future is going to hold, let's take 10 minutes to form, let's take 20 minutes to storm, and I'm expecting all of us to be performing by the end of the hour.
It's just not going to work that way. You need to let people settle in, build that trust, and you're going to achieve better outcomes as a result of that. And lastly, communication. Setting out guidelines on how we communicate and what works best for everyone is critically important. You're going to have introverts on your team, you're going to have extroverts on your team. And believe me, those extroverts, they're going to let you know that they're extroverts as well. So finding ways to encourage everyone to collaborate is important. Finding ways so that everyone can provide their input in ways that they're comfortable with is really important. So there's lots of different techniques that you can use to encourage levels of collaboration. And a good example of that would be brainstorming, and really caveating to everyone that when you're brainstorming, there's no bad ideas. That's the point of brainstorming. So that's it. You are now a wizard in the Tuckman model. Thank you, everyone. I really, really appreciate it. Like that smash button, comment, subscribe, do all those wonderful things, and we will see you in the next video. Bye. Warming, barnstorming, brainstorming, conforming, deforming, heartwarming, transforming, informing, misinforming, reforming, non-performing, outperforming, terraforming, uniforming, boring, scoring,
Distorting.
roaring, soaring.